No problem. Yes!
Come on, Mario! Our big adventure begins now!
Ah! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!
There's a huge universe out there.
Whoa!
With a lot of galaxies. They're all counting on us. No pressure.
Okay.
Justify me watching that shit. Justify me watching that shit.
I was gonna say, anybody gonna say nothing? Anybody gonna say nothing?
Left you speechless, didn't it?
Good stuff.
I'll say this. I'll say
go
this.
ahead.
Hold on. I'll say this.
Go ahead.
I like how they include the elements, the actual elements from the video games in it, and the mechanics.
Yeah.
Like the different creatures and the different hazards and all that. I appreciate
Donkey
them for doing that.
Kong.
Right, and having Donkey Kong in there. So I appreciate
Yeah.
that. You know, but that's not gonna be enough to make me see it or make me want to go
Yeah,
see
it's
it.
not gonna get me out. I'll wait for it to come to TV.
I'm not gonna watch it on TV. I ain't gonna watch that shit at all.
Oh
All right.
gosh.
Now,
You
and
know,
just
John
for
was,
those who
you know
don't
John
know,
wasn't a Nintendo. He was not a Nintendo fan.
so it doesn't matter. Okay, so for those who don't know, Chris Pratt is the voice of Mario with that whack ass Italian accent. So
Oh my gosh.
that no, if he's Star Lord, I'm all in. If he's Mario, I don't want to see that shit. So no,
Okay.
I'm not. So I'm not gonna go see it. And I guess Percy's the only one who plans on going to the theater to see this film.
I didn't say that.
No, okay. Just thought I'd check.
So he's talking all that shit, and then he like, nah, I ain't going to see it either.
Love a man who backtracks,
Oh my
Jack.
gosh.
I'm not going to the theater.
Wow.
I ain't going to the theater. Now,
Whoa.
I tell you this: Jack Black is the voice of Bowser, and he is almost unrecognizable. And I think that that's going to be the highlight of this movie. Melody said the background music seems motivating. No, not at all, Melody. You tried. I appreciate that. So next
my gosh.
up, and what's your name? Nicole. Sorry,
Yes.
slipped my mind.
Thank you.
Nicole,
Yes. All my life.
this is what I want you to comment on, because I know you like horror movies, and Evil Dead Rise comes out April 21st. So
Okay.
we do have a trailer for that too, Melody, if you could pull that up. But I'm an Evil Dead fan, and I wanted to
Yes.
get your reaction to this particular trailer. So
Okay.
Melody, if you can pull this up for us.
Here we go.
No matter how busy you ever got, you always found time for me. And I can't believe I'm never gonna speak to you again.
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother,
What is this, Danny? I found it.
what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. It's me. Don't let her take my babies.
This is what happened to Paul. It happened to us.
This evil creates terror through total chaos. All you can do is run.
someday, honey bath.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know how to lie to kids. Mom?
Mommy's with the maggots now.
What will be, will be.
Eeny, meeny, miny. You.
It's not the same.
Interesting.
It's not the
So
So
come on,
they
Nicole.
going all out with the demonism in this, because this looks actually more, I guess, crazy to some degree. It's like they're trying to bring it into the future now, as opposed to it just being in a cabin. Now we're in, a high rise now, and so on. And it said April 21st. When does Easter
21st,
come?
yeah.
What day does Easter fall on?
I don't
Because
know.
isn't Easter in
I
April
don't know.
too?
I
The
don't
reason why I
know.
said that is because sometimes they be trying to do these parallels in movies and all this other kind of stuff. But um, it looks scary as hell. I can tell you that. Um,
So my
Let me
thing
just say
about
this
the
one
Evil
part.
Dead
I
movie.
want to say this
Go
one
ahead. Go
part
ahead.
though.
Okay.
It does look like they're doing what every movie is doing now, which is the, forgive me for saying this to masses, but feminizing everything. You notice how everything now has to be like like women empowerment and so on like that. It kind of looks a little
Right.
bit like that, because like nowadays every remake is now
Mm.
showing women lead, if you notice.
Okay.
So do
So
you
it
not
looks like
like
they are
that?
doing something to that extent.
Do you not like that?
What do you mean I'm not like that?
No, do you not
Do
like
you
it?
not like
I
that?
don't mind it as long as it's
Okay.
good. But it's just that I hate when,
When it sucks. Yes, we all hate that.
yeah, stop trying to remake something with some political play to it and everything, and just let us enjoy a movie. But, hey, if it's scary, I'm all for it. And that
But the
actually
Evil
looks
Dead
pretty damn scary. So I'll give it to
yeah,
them.
but the
Mm.
Evil Dead that I know wasn't real. It was scary, but it also had that little
It was
comedic.
funny.
Comedy.
Yeah,
It was
there was
funny
some
Yeah,
too.
comedic
Yeah, it was
elements to
real.
it.
it
Yeah,
was comedy.
yeah.
I mean, technically,
Yeah.
that's what it was a comedy, like a horror comedy. And this actually looks more straight scary. Maybe there is comedy in it. They didn't show it in the trailer, but this looks like it's just like it's taking itself seriously.
They said to hell with the comedy aspect. We're gonna just scare the shit out of you with this one.
Yeah, that's what it looks. And it's very, I mean, the other one was demonic too, but yeah, they look like they going for it on this one.
So
I'm good on
does
that.
that So Nicole, as someone who's a horror fan, is that something that you're looking for out of an Evil Dead film? Just straight fucking horror?
No, I actually prefer the comedy, because when you think about the original Evil Dead, it was actually pretty heavy with the demonism and everything that was in it and all of the scary stuff.
Right.
So the
Right.
comedy actually helped, quelch that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And you got the laugh, and it didn't take itself that seriously. This looked like they going for straight like exorcist type, you know what I'm saying, scares and stuff.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not sure if that'd be something I'd enjoy, because I do
My
like
oh,
horror, but I do like a little bit for it to stay within the franchise and stay within what we liked originally about Evil Dead. It has to include the comedy.
my thing is one of my favorite all time movie characters is Ash Williams. And Ash
Yeah,
is nowhere
yeah,
to be found in this film. And I thought
yeah.
Bruce
That's it.
Campbell,
Well,
Ash introduced me to Bruce Campbell as an actor, and I think Bruce Campbell is like
right,
an icon in the entertainment industry. And the fact that we
absolutely.
don't seem to be getting any kind of Ash Williams type character, even if they were to make one of the women in this, like an Ash Williams type character, it would be.
Yeah.
I would enjoy that. But like you said, this is just straight horror. They're just trying to scare the shit out you, and they don't care if you laugh or not.
Yeah,
So,
this doesn't look like they're trying to be comedic, at least not by the trailer. And maybe Ash might do a cameo or something like that in it that they just haven't shown you. But I would think the whole point about Evil Dead is to stick with the way it was, where it was comedy and horror and, you know what I'm saying, silliness and whatnot.
Yeah.
This looks like it's a movie that's taking itself seriously as far as straight horror.
Scary as hell. And Bruce Campbell is nowhere to be found. Bruce has actually said in interviews like he's getting too old to do all that running and jumping and shit. So it's not. I really don't expect him to be in it.
You know.
But I mean,
I'm good on that.
I ain't watching this shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's 2 no's from Rod. Rod was like, no and hell no. I'm not watching this. Percy, you gonna go see this movie?
I mean, that's the thing. I don't see me breaking my neck to go see this. I definitely won't go to the theaters to see it or anything like that. That's just not, you know.
Percy, you gonna go see this?
You know, no. To be honest with you, I don't know when the last horror movie I actually went to go see. Maybe, maybe Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know.
Wow.
Damn. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay, you going way back.
When we were in high school, man. That's a long ass time ago.
That's when Freddie had hair.
Moving on in complete reversal of where we were, April 28th sees the motion picture adaptation of the book Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, which all Judy Blume fans have been clamoring for.
Yeah.
And I say that with the most sarcastic tone in my voice that I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to see that shit. Either are any of you all Judy Blume fans? There's no trailer.
You don't even have to play the trailer. I'm good.
And to be honest, even if we did have the trailer, we wouldn't be playing that shit. So yeah, no, that's a no for everybody.
I'm just gonna say I don't think it's meant for me. And so we'll move on.
That's very diplomatic of you, Rod. Thank you very much. And yeah, so that's an easy way to say no. Hell no, I ain't going to see that shit. Again, something else I wouldn't even watch on TV. Coming May 5th, Guardians of the Galaxy. Look at this. Look at Lord have mercy. Melody is on it today. She shows us the cover.
That's definitely not for me.
That looks like the whitest of white stuff. It reeks of mayonnaise. There's no way that anybody on this particular show
you are so out of control.
is going to see that.
Oh my
So coming up next,
wow,
May 5th, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Melody, whenever you're ready, we can pull this up. Yeah, I'm going to sight unseen. I'm going to see this shit. Yeah, I'm sorry. Marvel's got me by the short hairs.
We were gone for quite a while. But no matter what happens next, the galaxy still needs its guardians.
Hello, we come in peace.
Come on, Drax. Seriously, dude?
No! Ow!
Don't forget where we came from.
We have been running our whole lives.
Pete, I'm done running. We'll all fly away together. One last time. Into the forever and beautiful sky. We
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm going to see this shit. Good, bad, or indifferent. I'll be first night. I mean, there's nothing there that tells me it won't. Now, what I find interesting is that, like, is it 3 or 4 of those characters all look like they've suffered some type of physical harm. You've got Peter Quill being carried. You've got Drax
Drax
with a
being
hole
Drax
in
carried.
his
look like he got
chest.
a hole in his chest.
You've got Rocket, who looks like he's in some sort of distress. And yeah, I think that's it. But, you know, this is supposed to be the last Guardians film with this particular itineration of the group. And
Okay,
Dave Bautista has already said he ain't gonna be Drax no more. He said he's tired of
correct.
Drax. He wants to be
There's a
Alien.
scene in there that shows him with a hole in his chest.
Yeah,
The
yeah. He's
girls are carrying him.
Yeah, but you know
Dave
they like to
Bautista is
do
a thespian now.
they like to do misdirections a lot of times in these trailers. Try to show you
They
one
do.
thing,
Well,
show you something,
true,
they think it's gonna happen. But I do believe it.
true.
Probably at least one of them's gonna kick the bucket in this because
I
Yeah.
thought the same thing. Mm-hmm.
yeah, because a lot of
But
writers
didn't already
that's kind of like
didn't already one. I'm
what'd you
sorry.
say, Percy?
What?
I thought one already kicked the bucket.
Who?
Who?
Are you talking about what's her name?
Yeah, I thought she
Gamora?
was dead. Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
Gamora was
Okay,
but
well
gone.
I mean,
but they got a replacement. They went to the
Marvel will
past and got a
never let
replacement.
anyone die.
You
Marvel
know,
will
So
never let anyone die.
so they're gonna
so you know that.
yeah.
Go ahead, Ron.
They
Go ahead, Ron.
yeah, they got they've got things that I like. They got some things in the trailer I like. And look forward to seeing. I look forward to seeing the villain in this one. Looks like it's going to be the High Evolutionary.
Yes,
And we get the
and
debut of
Adam
Adam
Warlock
Warlock.
too.
Yep,
Yes,
we get the
yes.
debut of Adam Warlock. So my money on the one dying is going to be Rocket.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay. I think it'll be Mantis since it's all a misdirection anyway.
I'm going straight for what I saw, and it's gonna be Drax.
Okay. Percy, who you think gonna die?
Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so that's fantastic. So moving on, May 19th, something we've all been waiting for, Fast and the Furious 10. Before you ask, there has
Hey.
been no trailer release of this yet. Thank God, because
Where
I
can they
don't think we
go?
can
Where
handle.
can they go? They've been to space. What else can they go?
Who
That's
They
a
can
knows?
good
do like
question.
Where can
Jason
they
and go to
go?
Manhattan.
What else? Where else
Jason
can they
went to
go?
Manhattan and out of space.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, I think I don't know if they will or not, if they plan on doing it, but this definitely should be the last one
It gotta be.
because
The
at some
fifth one
point,
Clearly,
should have been the
somebody is
last
just
one.
yeah, I
needing
agree.
a
But
paycheck, but
yeah, but you know
somebody
when
needs a
they kind of
paycheck. So
they kind of did a soft reboot of it, like I think like 5 films ago, and they started bringing in people from the previous films in different kinds of ways. I thought it was ingenious personally, but I think that at this point now it's getting kind of like, all right, it's almost like
so wait,
jumping the
you said
shark.
it's at 10?
Yeah, this is gonna be the
Yes.
10th
Yeah.
Fast
movie.
and Furious 10?
Yeah,
Oh my
Fast and
gosh.
Furious X.
Where have I been since 5 or 6? Okay.
Nicole, don't worry about it, baby. It's
you
they all blur
you
together.
trust me, they've been out.
You
You just
you
not that
you have
cognizant of the
missed
difference.
no plot points. You have missed
Right.
nothing about that film. It's all they jump in
Except for
cars,
Vin
drive real
Diesel
fast,
talking about
and
family.
it's all the
Maybe
exact same thing. You have missed nothing, Nicole.
maybe he end up in Wakanda. Who knows? Fast and Furious in Wakanda. How about that?
For real, walk through the Marvel universe as they drive through it as
Right.
they go on one of their trips.
Right.
Leroy, they were great. I can't wait. The hell out of here, Roy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Roy, that's some bullshit.
Oh
You
gosh.
wasn't trying to see no goddamn Fast and the Furious 10. Coming up
It's a good
next
popcorn
on
movie.
May
It's a good
20,
pop.
yeah,
It's a good
Fast
popcorn
10.
movie.
Woo! It's Fast 10. It's not Fast and Furious 10. It's just Fast. It's not even Furious anymore. It's just Fast. Coming up
Just
next,
fast.
May 26th, the movies that has all of white fandom in they draws in a bunch. The Little
Uh-oh.
Mermaid, starring a little black
Uh-oh.
girl, and they don't know what
Oh
to do with
man.
themselves with this little black girl singing songs underwater. Melody, when you have a moment, please. May we see the
Chloe
clip?
Bailey.
And
We
here it
need
comes
to let
now.
them know it's make believe.
And here it comes now.
Nope.
They got the internet so
I think she
upset that
pulling,
we can't even get the trailer.
I think she pulling up pretty blue right now.
That's
They
okay.
said
Shit, we
no.
don't need the trailer.
We will not allow
Yeah,
you to
they
watch
said
that.
Oh man.
that little black girl with a fin underwater. Nope. But I mean, that's fine. I mean, so it's the Little Mermaid
She can
and
she
it's
can
live
she can
action.
go like
Oh, here
be
we
like
are.
LL.
Out of the sea, wish I could be part of that
They
What
wrong.
occurs to
Disney
you?
wrong. Disney
Why are they
wrong.
wrong? What'd they do, Percy?
Did you notice? Did you notice that as she was swimming up, she looked kind of white until she came up and started singing? Then you couldn't hide that she
I
was
didn't
black.
see that, but
Did you notice? Look at it.
I
Disney
didn't
wrong
I
for
didn't
that.
see it.
I
Because
mean,
they was hiding and she's swimming and stuff and looking like she looked like a white girl until she had to get up there and start singing. You're like,
So
Disney
you're
wrong
saying
for
Uncle
that.
Percy they gonna fake the audience out until she gets to the front screen.
Yep. Surprise. You
I
motherfucker.
mean, I'm here for it.
Disney
I
said they
love
gotta keep them
surprises.
on the hook at least up until they show up.
Well, the
Right.
cat's out of the
Man,
bag, so
hey
why
man, the
not?
cat's been out of
Right.
the bag for a long time.
Oh
And then
my
they try to make
gosh.
her as light as possible. You see, they try to make her light as possible because that is not her skin color.
It is
Oh
not.
my. Okay.
It's
Okay.
not. She's
So
Well,
darker than that.
I'm just
Yeah.
you
saying,
know, the sun can't hit you
Disney
underwater,
wrong.
so she's gonna be kind of light. She's gonna be a red bone if she is black.
But put it this way. You know, in all these movies, you know her love interest is gonna be what color?
I have no
Oh, I don't
He's
know
idea.
gonna
yet.
be
That's a
white.
good question. But
He's going to be
I hope
white.
he's
is it?
I
I
hope
could
he's Jamaican.
guarantee you that. This
I
Okay.
will
hope he's
be a
Jamaican.
Oh,
white
hold.
boy that she is in love with.
I would sincerely
Wow.
hope not.
Well, you know,
I
the
hope he's
original
I'm
story
here
of
to
the Little
tell
Mermaid
you,
is really sad.
you cannot have, if you notice in today's movies, most of these movies, when you have a black lead, there is almost always the white lead as well.
Okay, you
Okay.
know what? I'm not even trying to be funny, but the white lead is a white dude.
Oh, it's not Two
Okay.
Chains?
2 Chainz.
Okay, Percy. So, next up, June 2nd. I think we're all excited about this. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Interesting that the female lead in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is a white girl. Anyway, so the continuing story of Miles Morales as
Is it
Spider-Man
interesting?
is,
Did I not just tell you
I,
what I
I,
just said?
I mean, because you knew Nicole was going to bring it up anyway, so I might as well, I'm going to hit it before she does. But Miles Morales
Hey,
does some stuff.
I start getting worried when she starts pulling out that pad. She starts pulling out that legal pad.
Oh, thank you.
My
I was like
iPad.
pulling out the pad. Okay, let's not go there. Yikes.
Hey man, turn the other way,
Oh
dog.
my
Swear
gosh.
about the gutter.
Oh my gosh.
So, the
Spider-Man.
continuing adventures of Miles Morales in the Spider-Verse. This one is supposed to have almost every Spider-Man of every dimension that you could imagine. And yeah, the first Spider-Man, okay, I'm going to let y'all in a little secret. The first Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I would refuse to see in the theaters because I was like, I'm not just going to watch another cartoon. Spider-Man's oversaturated. I'm not going to watch another cartoon. And then I saw it on whatever streaming channel, and it was fantastic. I can't even front. This movie was so good. The first one was so good. So now I'm excited about
It
this one.
was.
I'm opening night. I will be there because I'm excited about this film. So, and clearly I'm going to. Hey, here we are.
I can hear you being quiet, Mom.
I hope I didn't ice your game, man.
No one my age says those words in that order.
It's just hard to see my little man not being my little boy all the time.
Yeah.
For years, I've been taking care of this little boy. Making sure he is loved, that he feels like he belongs wherever he wants to be. He wants to go out into the world and do great big things.
Not bad, kid.
And what I worry about most
I love you, Miles.
is they won't look out for you like us.
Miles!
Want to get out of here? Wherever you go from here, you have to promise to take care of that little boy for me. Make sure he never forgets where he came from. And he never doubts that he is loved. And he never lets anyone tell him that he doesn't belong there. You gotta promise, Miles.
I promise.
Who do you think you are? Really?
We are supposed to be the good guys.
We are.
Yeah, I'm there. Opening night. So, I mean, what else needs to be said? Spider-Man. Spider-Man is just an intriguing character. Brian Michael Bendis actually created a character with some weight and some value. And this movie looks fucking amazing. I mean, what y'all think?
You know, I'm looking at the trailer and I'm looking at all these different spider people. And they're all just kind of looks like they're all just kind of hanging out in this nexus point in the multiverse or something. And like they look pissed off. And I'm like wondering why. So that alone is
Yeah.
going to get me into the film to figure out
Yeah.
and why they're all pissed off at Miles. Like, what is the deal?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So it looks like they're all working towards one specific goal, and Miles is the one dissenter. And for whatever reason, Miles is trying to stop them from doing whatever it is that they're trying to do. Which,
What,
you
to
know,
get rid of the black dude?
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. But I think every classic Spider-Man story has Spider-Man. Spider-Man is created to be the underdog, no matter what.
Yeah.
And the fact that the Spider-Man that we're following is the underdog against other Spider-Men is just an intriguing concept. So, and we get Issa Rae as Jessica Drew, which is
Spider Woman.
they made another character black that originally wasn't. So, whoop-de-doo. Here's my question: how are Spider-Man and Gwen? How are Miles and Gwen sitting upside down? Do their butts stick to walls too, or how does that work?
It's a good question. I meant to add, I was thinking about that too. And obviously it
Like,
has to
Crazy
be because
glue.
they can't just be up there with just their feet.
right? Because it's a cool look. The visual is great, but theoretically, and again, we're talking about comic book characters who have superpowers. How do
Right.
Miles and Gwen sit upside down? So I guess that's the great mystery of this film. So that's that. Um, Ju- June
Is
9th.
Shamik Moore back as Miles
Yeah,
Morales?
yeah, yeah. He is.
Okay.
He is. June 9th, a series that I've given up on long ago. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Yeah, I was never.
It was all a dream.
Stand down! I'm not the one to fear, Prime. There is a darkness coming.
It was all a dream. Pull over! I'm not driving. And if you don't know, now you know. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. And if you don't know, now you know. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a clip, same number, same clip. It's all good.
Of all the threats, from both your past and future, you've never faced anything like this. Let them come.
And if you don't know, now you know.
This can't be real. This can't be real. Oh, okay, it's real.
Too little, too late.
Ooh. Damn.
It
Okay,
doesn't
Percy.
look
So
bad,
what?
I so on, and it actually reminds me of the video game I be playing, Horizon Zero Dawn. All of the animals in it are actual like metal animals, metal horses, metal, tigers and everything,
Okay.
and you have to kill these things in the video game. And that actually is what that reminds me of for some reason.
Okay. Well, the last movie, Bumblebee, was a soft reboot of the Transformers franchise.
Mm,
And, if you hear me talk about it, you say the best Transformers movie I've seen so far is the first 5 minutes of Bumblebee.
true.
So,
Hmm.
so now at the end of Bumblebee is where, Optimus Prime appears. And so I think it's going to pick up from, Bumblebee. And now you have Rise of the Beast, where you have the characters from the Beast Wars cartoon, which was really popular.
Hmm.
Um, I think they call it Primals.
Well,
Well,
this looks
Maxim,
just like the
That's
video game I've been playing.
that's why I'm saying too little, too late. Because I'm like, I love the
you already burnt,
Transformers,
huh?
but come on, You know, they should have kept it up like the Fast and the Furious. Just kept it going. Then maybe, but now it's like it's been too long.
Listen,
It's been too far of a break.
the first Transformers movie it was popular because it was a live action Transformers movie. But
Yeah.
Right.
none of those characters were recognizable first off as having any kind of anatomy, any kind of face, except for maybe Megatron
Okay.
and Optimus Prime. But for
Okay.
everybody else, it was just like a mass of gears and circuits and pistons and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like they weren't recognizable. And to me, that was like my main beef with the way the characters were designed. And then they had, crazy plot lines all the way through. But hopefully they'll
That's
come up
because they
with
had to throw in the whole sexy part with Megan Fox and all of that kind of stuff,
oh,
and
is that why?
to try to throw in, all of that.
Oh, okay, I
Because,
guess.
they got to make Transformers sexy. And if you want sex,
I mean,
you'd
the,
take
There you
Megan
the
go.
Fox.
best one
Right.
was,
That's
I mean,
exactly what I'm saying. They got to make it appeal.
the
Cars
So
So
and
one
sexy
thing
hopefully,
this
women.
film,
hopefully they'll do a
one
little
thing this
better
film
this
best
time.
has
movie.
going for it, one thing this film has going for it is that Michael Bay does not direct, and some people feel that Michael Bay is a hack of the highest form. So, I mean, do we feel that Michael Bay is the reason these films aren't good?
I
So there's
do
not
not
going to be
think
any explosions.
I
I
don't
think
think
it
he
was.
was the problem.
I think it was just a storyline
Michael
on
Bay. That's you look forward to the explosions.
because
Yeah,
the
I'm with
best
Percy. It was the writing. It was the writing.
the best
Okay.
If you have a
the
Okay.
yeah,
best
if you have a strong
Transformer
story, you have Michael Bay do it.
right. The best Transformer movie was the Transformer the movie, the cartoon movie. That was the best movie
Yeah.
they ever made.
Cartoons is
Out of the
actually better
25
than
years, the cartoon is better than all of this put together.
The
I'm sorry.
animated
It's
one that
just
came
like
out in the
So,
G.I.
80s.
That's what I feel
Right.
about
Just like
Batman.
G.I.
But anyway.
Just like G.I.
so
Joe.
let me ask
I
you
don't care.
this, slightly off topic, slightly not. Is there any other more recognizable voice of a character after Kevin Conroy as Batman as that of Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime? Like across the board, he is Optimus Prime, right?
Well,
Yeah.
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 I give that. I
Yeah,
give that to you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's like a voiceover artist's dream. It's just like, I am this character. You cannot fire me, because if you did, there would be upheaval in the streets.
Yep.
So, Peter
Yeah.
Cullen,
Besides,
I look forward
besides,
to hearing him as that character.
besides James Earl Jones as Darth
As
Vader, I
Vader.
guess that's
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Yeah, Kevin
And what's the guy's
Conroy,
name that
James
did
Earl
all of
Jones,
the
and
Warner Brothers
Peter Cullen.
characters? Bugs
Mel
Bunny, Elmer
Blanc.
Fudd. He did
Mel
like
Blanc.
the whole slew of them.
Mel
He
Blanc.
did
Mel
all
Blanc.
of
Yeah, he
them.
was
Yeah.
definitely.
But the thing about Mel Blanc is he did like a dozen of those characters. Peter Cullen is Optimus Prime, and that's pretty much it.
Right. No, I get it. I get it. I get it.
He's the one. He's the one. So
He's
coming up
like the
next,
Marvel to Optimus
June
Prime.
16th.
You can't change the
June
character.
16th, a movie that we're all looking forward to, The Flash.
shit.
Ezra Miller is.
Hold on, when is
Ezra
this
Miller
coming out?
got the role back. Wait a minute,
Hold
because
on, when is this?
I've been kind of like in
They
lost in thought. So Ezra Miller
yeah.
actually got the role back.
No, this
He
is the
never
shit
lost.
that they shot before he lost his damn
Right.
mind, and they haven't released it yet.
He's on the movie boards in the theaters right now. They're just showing him and
Peter
coming out in
Cavill.
June.
Look, not Peter Cavill. What's that man's name?
Henry.
Who's Henry Cavill? Thank you. Where did I get Peter from?
Superman.
Henry Cavill. We can't get Henry Cavill as Superman anymore, but we damn sure gonna keep Ezra Miller as the Flash.
This psycho.
So we're not looking forward to
He
this
needs to
film?
be in one of the
What's the
nursing
problem?
homes that I run.
We're not looking forward to this film? So let's check
I
out
am.
The Flash. Let's check out The Flash one more again.
I am. I'm looking forward to it.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere you want, right? Any timeline, any universe. Why do you want to stay? Fight to save this one. You change the future. And you change the past.
Are you in?
Holy
So
So the biggest selling point about this film is that Batman is in it.
Right.
what? And did they say who's playing Batman?
Nicole, you really have been out the loop, haven't you, baby? That's
I
all right.
have been, yes.
That's you got other stuff
Been
going on.
dealing
I
with some
understand.
things.
So Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck are in this film.
What?
So it's a
Okay.
multiversal kind of soft reboot of the DC universe.
Actually, that's okay.
That's what they're trying to promote this as. This was supposed to be a starting point. This is Flashpoint, essentially. What Roy has been
Okay.
championing this
Flashpoint
entire
paradox.
time, where they
Yeah.
look at the multiverse, they bring in everybody, and then I guess from this is supposed to be the starting point of the new DC. But this was done before James Gunn said, I'm gonna throw all this shit out and we're gonna start with my vision. So
Okay.
here's my question. What if this film actually turns out to be good?
And that's what I was thinking about. If this
Could
actually
be.
follows the, if they actually follow the animation version of this to a well, they do if they do Flashpoint, if they follow the animated version of it with this, then I think it'll be a hit. If they kind of deviate
And
and
you
do
said
some
that this
other
was off of
bullshit,
Flashpoint paradox?
That's what it's
yeah,
based on. Yeah, it's based on Flashpoint, the
right.
Jeff Johns storyline, and which was made into
Yeah.
the animated Flashpoint paradox. Yep.
That it actually
Right.
might be good. Cause I actually like that. I have the cartoon version and I actually liked it. If they
I
like you
mean,
said, if like Uncle Percy said, if they stick to the storyline.
most comic book people or people of this genre who are fans of this genre agree that the animated DC is by far the superior product
Oh
of
heck
anything
yeah,
DC does
definitely.
in terms of motion pictures.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
could understand them doing a variation of it, changing things here and there. What I do not want is Ezra Miller as my Flash. That's number one. I do not want them leaning so heavy. The fact that they're leaning heavily on Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck being in there, they've leaked them being in this film. State secrets have been kept worse than Marvel news. So DC could have kept all of this under wraps and it'd be a huge surprise. This was on the level of The Rock announcing that Henry Cavill was showing up at the end of Black Adam with his dumb ass, and you see how that turned out. So I just think, and now we get what we understand now is that this film, no matter how it does, James Gunn is going to change everything again anyway. So
Hmm.
how I want to see this film just to see how much of a clusterfuck it is. Being totally honest,
Okay.
DC Warner Brothers Pictures is fucked up, and we've still
Well, yeah.
got
Yeah.
3 more
I agree.
films before James Gunn's revolution of the brand takes place. So we've got this, we've got Shazam, and we've got Aquaman still in the chamber. So after they burn these films, oh, and Blue Beetle too. So after they burn these films out, like, will any of these films be a starting point? I mean, hell, Jason Momoa doesn't want to be Aquaman anymore. He wants to be Lobo. So this is a clusterfuck. This is like driving past an auto accident and slowing down to see what's happening when you know full well you need to carry your monkey ass on. So yes, I'm here, all here for the ridiculousness.
Oh my
I'm looking
gosh.
forward
Yeah.
to it. I'm looking forward to it for 2 reasons. Number one, I like the way that the Flash's uniform or his costume looks in this. It looks almost exactly like how it looked in Flashpoint. I thought
Right.
that was cool. And because this is either going to signal the beginning of a course correction by DC, or it'll be the final nail in the coffin. And James
And
Gunn
they
is going
just
to have
need
to
to
try
hang
to
it up.
figure out. Yeah, and James Gunn is going to have to try to figure out what is going to salvage from it. If I were in his shoes, to be honest with you, I would salvage as much as this film and the following films afterward as much as I can in terms of actors, maybe some plot lines, whatever. But I would not try to start from scratch with this. I would still use this as my jumping off point for whatever new was coming out, because that's the whole thing behind Flashpoint. Every time he goes back in time, he changes something. He creates a
Mm-hmm.
new, basically, he creates a new timeline, or
Yeah.
a new reality. So use that to mold the DC universe in whatever image you want to mold it into. You can keep a lot of the same actors if you want to, or you can go with none of the actors. Um, my suggestion would be that once Flashpoint is over, Barry goes back in time, and instead of Ezra Miller running out, it's Grant Gustin.
Dude, I was so thinking
Yes.
that. I was so
Yes.
thinking
That's
that. I
what I
was
would
like,
do.
Mm-hmm.
that's the only
Yes.
way they save this film is if Ezra
And then
Miller
that's
just
Barry Allen from there
disappears.
on out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I liked Ben
I
Affleck as
agree.
Batman, so I didn't have a beef with him, right? I love
Exactly.
Henry Cavill as
Exactly.
Superman, but at this point,
Exactly.
you can't even do that anymore because the damage is irreparable.
Yeah.
Having Michael Keaton, and I think what's going to go on is that either Michael Keaton or Ben Affleck are going to be Thomas Wayne. But I don't want to say
Like the
too much more
dad.
to
Oh
spoil
wow.
with people who don't know
Hmm.
what's
That could be.
who don't know the
Yeah.
storyline.
That's a good idea.
So
That's
I'm
a
not
good
gonna
idea.
say too much more. But
That's a good idea.
yeah, so that would be,
Hmm.
to me, that's what I would do. And you release Aquaman, right? And whatever movie he has, which signals the beginning of that new DC universe, you have a different person as Aquaman. By that time, nobody's going to care because it'll be down the line. And you just
Hmm.
recast. Blue
So
Beetle. If Blue
and
Beetle
Hey, all I
if
can
Blue Beetle
say
does
with
well,
the
then you
whole
keep the same guy.
Aquaman thing,
yeah.
that's a hard act to follow with the world building that what's his name did for Namor. I actually like Namor's whole underground thing, underwater thing better than Aquaman.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
it's different. So it does,
Yeah.
it's different from the comic book Atlantis. Namor is
Yeah.
his Atlantis is not Atlantis. It's Telecon. So
Hmm.
you know,
Right. Right. Hmm.
um,
But I mean, just
Aquaman's
the
Atlantis
concept.
is more,
I mean, that's
yeah,
a hard act to follow, as far
right.
as just the visuals.
Instead, to me, instead of trying to try to keep up with that or try to surpass that, you just continue on with how you're doing, because Aquaman's Atlantis in DC is more like, it's kind of been a cross between the ancient civilization
Mm.
with futuristic tech, like in some places. So it's kind of like been
Yeah.
like a cross between science and
Yeah.
magic. So I think they should lean
Yeah.
into that more, because that's a lot more of a divergence from what Talocon is in the Marvel film.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think they should lean more into the science and slash magic of
Got
And
it.
his
Yeah.
Atlantis.
aesthetically, Atlantis is a lot more colorful and bright, whereas Telecom was kind of
Yeah.
darker in
Muted.
tone and visually.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I see what you're talking about, Nicole, but there are distinct differences between the two. So the
Yeah.
fact that that Jason Momoa soon will no longer be Aquaman is also, I guess, a plus. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
So coming
This
up,
point don't matter.
so right now, let's take a break, shall we?
Don't matter.
Let me,
Yeah,
yeah,
let's
because
take.
I'm just like, I think Aquaman is that's already grown on me, and I'm done with it. So
You
maybe
just
the
like
new one
Jason
to
Momoa.
be cool.
Stop tripping. You
No,
like Jason
actually,
Momoa.
I've
So,
I've moved on. I've moved on.
so right now, as Auntie Nicole gets over Jason Momoa leaving, we're going to take a break. We will be right back after these
From
short
novice
messages.
to aficionado, find yourself here.
high quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
Some carriers will give you just one measly entertainment subscription. One is no fun. With Verizon, there's up to 7 entertainment subscriptions with your unlimited plan. That's 7 times the... 7 times the... No! 7 times the... Music, gaming, Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus, and more. That's 7 times the entertainment! Because everyone deserves better. And with plans starting at just $35, better costs less than you think.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids' apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
For my people that don't get to see me, trying to remind you who you are, just like in Romans 3. See, we about to blow across the world just like a day that's breezy. This motivation for the people and this classic Bible teaching say, make this for my people that don't get to see me, trying to remind you who you are, just like in Romans 3. See, we about to blow across the world just like a day that's breezy. This motivation for the people and this classic Bible teaching, hey, 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 motivation.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
And we are back. Had to say goodbye to Auntie Nicole. Yeah, that last commercial got me too, Uncle Rod. We are back. Had to say goodbye to Auntie Nicole, but the three of us will power through. Coming up next in our look at films that are coming up in this year, we have Elemental, a Pixar film. No trailer for that, but it's a Pixar film, so it'll be good. Right?
Hopefully. Usually.
Usually, their batting
Yeah.
average is better than Marvel's, to be very honest.
Yeah, I ain't
I
gonna lie.
mean,
Especially with this phase 4. That's last phase.
y'all, I'm telling you, this phase will pay off. Phase 4, you had to go through the valley in order to know the mountaintop. So phase 5 will be even better.
Okay.
Coming on July
I'm with you.
14th. Okay, so here's the thing. So July 14th is Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Now,
Right.
I stand at the front of the line of people who are saying Tom Cruise needs to sit his old ass down. Okay, uh,
Except.
tired of what? Except Mission Impossible. This last one, I forget what the subtitle of it was, but these Mission Impossible films are actually pretty good. Am I
Was
the
it
only fan of
Rogue
these
Nation?
films?
Was it
No, it
Rogue
wasn't
Nation
Rogue
was the
Nation.
last
It
one?
was no. I think the
Fallout.
last one, Fallout. Was it? I think it was Fallout. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
That's the one with Calvin's in it, right? He's in it.
Henry
yeah,
That's the
Cavill's
last
in it.
one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. The last one had Henry Cavill in it. Yeah.
hmm
I mean, I think these films are pretty damn good.
Last time we talked about Tom Cruise, that's what I said. I said, he makes the hell out of Mission Impossible films. If he doesn't do anything else, the
But
people
I
he
guess
gets
it's just,
together for these films, they do the hell out of these films.
They do.
but I,
They
but
do.
I guess,
Yeah.
but I guess it's like with James Bond. When do he just either dies or retires or whatever he's going to do, or he takes over MIF, whatever he's going to, when he becomes,
That's a
when he
good
actually
question.
becomes Peter Graves, and
Right. That's the
Has
hand the
thing.
mantle,
has
to somebody else.
here's my question to you all. Has Tom Cruise's character ever died in any of his films?
No.
Hmm. Not that
Nope.
I can think of.
No.
Nope.
So no matter what, Tom Cruise ain't gonna let none of his characters pass on. So when he's
Not that I can
done,
think
Mission
of now that you
Impossible films are
mention
gonna
it.
be done. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like my
Yeah.
initial thought was he would do this until he got tired of doing them and his character would just die off. But in none of his films does his character die.
Well, see,
His
this is the
character
thing.
always survives.
At the end of if he wanted to take a break or whatever, at the end of this film, they could have they could have a situation where he appears to die, and
Mhm.
if he ever wants to come back at any point, they can find a way to write him back into the film.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
And
true.
this is a
I mean,
two-parter, so it might actually happen in this one. This is a
I mean,
two-part movie.
how old is Tom Cruise right now? Does anybody
It's like
know?
60 something, I think.
Man, and he
Why
still
am I
runs
guessing? I
faster
have
than
a damn
most.
computer in my hand.
There you go. He runs faster than most 30-year-olds I've ever seen. And no matter what happens, you're going to get that shot of him running from or to something. So I like the Mission Impossible films. I cannot lie. I get excited for them. Whenever I see one on a streaming service, I will stop and watch for a little while. I mean,
Tom
Tom
Cruise is
got me.
60.
60.
60.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
James Otis
Um
Hall, he does have the Rock. He does have the Rock clause in his contract. The Rock can't lose fights and he can't die.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. It's a fucking movie, Tom and The Rock. It just okay. These motherfuckers just have enormous. Anyway, moving on. I actually forgot. June 30th will
If Denzel
be
can die, bitch, you can die.
right. Right. If Will Smith can die in a movie, they can die. June 30th, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Harrison Ford is 80 years old, man.
He is.
80
Yeah.
years old. And he's still running around chasing bad guys. And he's going to be in the Marvel films now, too, as
He
Thunderbolt
is.
Ross.
Thunderbolt
Mm-hmm.
Ross.
Yeah. And how much longer can this man do this? Like, for real?
I wonder what the pitch was to him for that Marvel film. That's what I want to know. Like, how much did it take? And how did they have to really try to work hard to convince him to do it? That's what I want to know. I
I
would
They
love
mean,
probably
to see.
did because after Star Wars and Indiana Jones, he felt like, well, shit, what else y'all you motherfuckers want me to do?
He
I would have
stood
loved to
on
be in
stage
that
at
conversation.
D23 and said, "I'm tired of running and falling over you for you people. I'm not doing Indiana Jones anymore." And now he's going to be running and falling over for us in Marvel film. So, Melody, if you have Indiana Jones: Dial of Destiny, can we watch that trailer? If you don't mind,
Maybe that bank balance wasn't looking right.
I miss the desert. I miss the sea. And I miss waking up every morning, wondering what wonderful adventure the new day will bring to us.
Those days have come and gone.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
I don't believe in magic. But a few times in my life, I've seen things. Things I can't explain. And I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe. It's how hard you believe it.
Who is this man?
okay. So, as we all know, all three of the people who tune into this show on a regular basis, I am a movie soundtrack nerd. And when I hear the Indiana Jones theme, of course I get excited. But then they show me old ass Harrison Ford trying to jump from one speeding car to another. And I'm just like, movies are a suspension of belief. But damn, am I going to suspend my belief to imagine Harrison Ford jumping over buildings and running through this and that and the other? So, I mean, I'm excited for it. I'll be there opening night. I'm talking all that shit, but I'm still going to be there and see it. We can't hear you, Rod.
I'll definitely check
And
it out.
yeah.
You hear me now? Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
definitely check it out. But I just think that a lot of this, it seems like a lot of this is going to be told in a flashback, actually.
Yeah.
So I don't think, I think that's because he's old. You know what I mean?
He's old as fuck. Yes.
Yeah. So I think a lot
Yeah.
of
I
this is
mean,
actually going to be told in a flashback, and they'll have a younger person playing him, or they have somebody with a deep fake CGI young Harrison Ford face on, or
right.
something.
James Otis
Was it
Hall.
because
Yes,
wasn't
John Williams is the soundtrack god. You're absolutely right. Go ahead, person.
no? I was gonna say wasn't what you call supposed to take over the mantle after 4 as a
Shia LaBeouf.
for him? Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf was, yeah, but then he went crazy and started smoking the crack. I'm sorry. I'm I'm sorry.
The crack.
I don't know.
So oh man, how could they continue this without him turning into old Jones like his father did? And
So the rumor is that Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who plays the female lead in this film, is actually supposed to be taking over in some way, shape, or form or capacity. I don't know how. I don't know. Her name in the credits isn't nowhere near as colorful as Indiana Jones. Her name is Helena Shaw, I believe, if that's the case. Yeah. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is Helena Shaw. So Helena Shaw and the Pick of Destiny just doesn't have any kind of ring to it. So I think that in an age where people extend these movie franchises way past their due date, let's just stop. You've got 80-year-old Indiana Jones. Let's just cut it off right here and just say that's it and say farewell to this particular storyline.
If they want to continue making Indiana Jones films, they could just do stories about him when he was a younger person, just totally recast,
right,
and just do go back in time, because a
Well,
lot
like
of
they did
time
with
does
the
pass in between some of those films.
like they did with the TV show, Young Indiana Jones.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a possibility, absolutely. But coming up next, Oppenheimer, June 21st, about the man who created the atomic bomb. I will not be seeing this film at all.
This sounds like a this sounds like an HBO Max night.
Yep.
I mean, why? Yeah, no, not going to see that. Coming up,
Now, if it,
also
if
July
it was a movie
21st.
about now if it was a movie about Howard Stark, maybe.
Isn't that a shame? Uh, Howard Stark, anything to do with Tony Stark and Iron Man, we're going to see. But Oppenheimer, a real historical figure about the very real atomic bomb. Yeah, nobody want to see that
Correct.
shit.
Yeah.
But on July 21st, if in a bit of counter programming, they are also releasing the film adaptation of the toy Barbie, starring what's the Australian chick's name?
Wow.
I forget her name.
The Australian chick. What the hell?
Yeah. She's Harley Quinn. What's her name?
Margot
Megan
Robbie.
Robbie. Margot Robbie. Megan.
Margot
Holy
Robbie.
cow, I fucked that all the way up. Margot Robbie. Yeah. That shows you how much I'm not going to see this film.
You just pick random
Any
white girl
takers with
name.
this?
Megan.
Anybody else gonna see this movie? Yes, no, okay.
Nah, man.
I just
Yeah,
hope it
I
doesn't.
no,
think
not.
You know what? I hope it doesn't mess up her her credit, because she's been in a great movie, and then of course playing Harley is, to me, she actually plays that character very well. I just hope this
No,
movie
she's very
just
good as Harley. Yeah.
I just
man, she's
hope
just
this
trying to
movie
get paid.
doesn't. Yeah, but
She's trying to get paid. I'd like to
I
hear
mean,
what the premise of this movie is, though.
do we care?
Just out of curiosity. Yeah, I kind of
Do we
just
care?
out of curiosity. Like, is she
Really?
supposed to be the toy come to life, or is it just the world that they live in? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, here's the premise. I'm gonna read it to you straight from the page. After
Oh
being
shit.
expelled from Barbie Land for being a less than perfect looking doll, Barbie sets off for a
never
human
mind.
world to find true happiness.
She won't be happy till
Oh
she
yeah,
finds GI Joe with the kung fu grip.
that didn't happen any. Oh, so Ryan Gosling is Ken. Does that
I can see
pique your
that.
interest? Okay. Also, there will be various human forms of Barbie. There will be Will Ferrell plays the CEO of Mattel, and also as Barbie you have America Ferrera, Kate McKinnon, Issa Rae, Alexandra Shipp. Yeah, no thanks. So coming next, now
So it's a commentary on body positivity and diversity.
I don't. Who cares? Coming next,
Who played
July
GI
28th.
Joe?
July 28th, The Marvels, where you have Captain Marvel teaming with Miss Marvel and Photon, aka Monica Rambeau.
Who's the
Yeah,
villain in
opening
this?
night. Good question. That's a very good question. Don't know.
Who
Don't
yeah,
care.
who is the villain gonna be? I'm really curious now who the villain is going to be, because they really haven't said anything. They haven't said anything about this film in general.
They haven't.
It's like they just kind of
Um,
skipped over that shit. They're talking about Ant-Man, and it skipped right over that, and they're talking about stuff down the line.
well, okay. So for marketing purposes, I can see how they wouldn't want to talk about the Marvels until Ant-Man, Quantumania kind of revs up. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And I'm never excited about an Ant-Man film, but I'm excited about Quantumania.
Thank you, Jonathan Majors.
Right. August 18th, Blue Beetle. I'm excited about this film too. I have to admit, I'm excited about this because I find Blue Beetle, and they're not going to do it as Ted Cord. They're going to do it as Jaime
Jaime
Reyes.
Reyes.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that, and I've heard some good things about this film. Oh, what, Percy? I'll say, look on your face.
No, I'm just saying. As long as it don't turn out to be like the Green Lantern, I'm good.
I wonder how much they're going to go into the Scarab being a if they're gonna go into it being an alien thing or a mystical thing. I'm pretty sure Ted Kord's probably gonna make an appearance in here, so that's cool.
Whatever version that they use in Young Justice, that's what I want to see. I find that
Oh,
version to
that's
be the most
then
compelling.
it's an alien,
That's
it's alien
Alien.
tech. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Coming September 22nd. Are you ready? Expendables 4.
Is there a trailer for this?
No, not yet. But
Who's in it?
Sylvester
It depends.
Stallone,
You know what?
Sylvester Stallone is not in it. Now it's just Jason Statham. Oh my God. Here we go. Jason Statham, 50 Cent, Megan Fox. Oh, Lord. Andy Garcia. Jesus Christ. Dolph Lundgren, Randy Couture. So Sylvester Stallone is, of course, in it still, but I mean, come on. They're old
You know what?
now.
They're old, but you know what was so good about this movie because they were, I guess, as a grumpy old nerd, they were our action heroes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like the last one, was it the last one or the one before that when Chuck Norris just showed up? That kind of like, like, damn, Chuck Norris, where the fuck you been? You know, I think the only,
It's kind of like
I think the
it's like
only
when you
one we
grew up.
missed was.
Go ahead, Percy.
Yeah. No, I was saying the only one. I think the only character we missed. I don't think that's never been in the movie was Steven Seagal. If that motherfucker showed up, shit, you'd be like, damn, they got everybody.
It's my
I mean, they
understanding
had
that
every.
nobody, you know the rivalries they had back in the 80s between each other, but now they're all kind of like on friendly terms. They're all, they've matured and gotten past the
Right.
rivalries. It's my understanding that none of them still like Steven Seagal. Like he's just an asshole in the highest order. And they were just like,
Really?
fuck him. Yeah.
I mean, but seriously, that's the only person you're really missing out of this is him. If he
Yeah, because
showed
Wesley
up, I
Snipes
mean, they
is in
even
one.
brought in. Yeah, they got
and
even
that's
they
my and
even
that's how bad he's fucked up. That's how bad his reputation is. It's like you had Arnold and Sylvester Stallone, who were the biggest of rivals, going at this film together.
In the 80s,
You even
yeah, in the
had
80s and 90s.
even Harrison Ford showed up in this film. Bruce Willis showed up in
right,
this film. All these different
right.
action stars from back in the day, and they said, what's the crazy guy's name that do the splits? Jean
Jean-Claude
Claude
Van
Van
Damme.
Damme. He was in one of these.
Right.
He
Um,
was.
and they all said, "Fuck Steven Seagal." You know how crazy, how badly did he fuck up? He was just like, "Nope."
That's the only one you missing out of all of them that's still alive. That's the only one you missing.
Hold on,
They don't
hold on,
fuck with
hold
him.
on, hold on, hold on. You forgot about the American Ninja, Michael Dudikoff.
Oh my
Oh
God,
shit!
you,
Where the hell
Jesus
he been?
Christ, yeah,
Oh
you,
no, no,
you,
no, no. One more. Old boy who did Jim Carter. Remember Jim Carter?
Bart Connors.
Yeah.
Bart Connors doesn't count. He was a fucking gymnast. He doesn't
Woo!
Hold on,
count.
hold on, hold
Oh
on.
my
Sho
God.
No, but
Kasugi.
he was Jim Carter now.
Sho Kasugi, who was in Enter the Ninja
Right.
and Ninja 3 The Domination. Sho Kasugi was in Ninja Assassin. So he's still around.
You know what? Here's the thing, fellas. You all are just digging up old motherfuckers to put these films down.
That's the whole.
Every bet,
That's really just being
and
should be
and
in his
that's the
family.
point.
He should be his dad.
That's the point. But we gonna cut this off right here because it's 9:57.
James Otis Hall said,
So
Cynthia
what do you say?
Rothrock.
Oh my God. Oh God. Okay, so
Hell yeah, bring her too.
I'm gonna give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna give you 6 films because we're running out of time. 6 films coming out at the tail end of this year. You tell me which one you want to see the most. We've got Kraven the Hunter, Saw
Okay.
10, Dune 2, Wonka, The Color Purple, there's another Ghostbusters sequel, and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Of
Why the
those,
fuck are
which
they
one do you
doing The
want to see
Color
the most?
Purple again?
The musical.
No, I don't care.
The broad.
Why? That's
So
even
that's not the
worse.
one. That's not the
Shit.
one you want to see. So which one do you
That's
want to see?
oh,
Craven the Hunter, Saw 10, Dune 2, Wonka, Ghostbusters, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
I want to see
Craven.
Craven. Definitely. I want to
Really?
see. Yeah. I want to see how they're gonna
Okay.
handle that.
And
I
that's
want to
Sony
see.
now. That's not Marvel. That's
Yeah,
in
I know. I
conjunction with
know.
Marvel, but
I know.
okay.
Yeah,
You see how they fucked up Morbius?
I know. That's why I want to see if they self correct and see if they course correct
Okay.
and see
Okay.
what other cameos they can put in it because they have to
I
put
would, I
cameos
would
in it.
love, I would love for them to do a Sinister Six movie. I really,
Well, that's what
they
they're gearing
tried
up.
to in the
That's what they're
last.
gearing up for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would really love for them to do that.
I
They're
want to see
trying.
Dune 2 also though
Okay.
because I thought they did a really good job with the first one. Even though they couldn't go obviously, as in depth as the novels, I think they did a really good job of kind of summarizing what happened in the novels. So I want to see what happens in the second one. We'll see how they handle the second one.
All right. Well, I just got a message from super producer Mel who said, "Wrap that shit up." So, so Percy, what you got for us on the way out the door?
So this weekend I went to go see The Whale with Brandon
Okay.
Fraser. Oh my God! You want to talk about not eating ever again? Go see that movie. It was good.
Damn.
It was actually a very good movie.
Really?
It was
Okay.
a good movie, and I was surprised. I was
That's not a.
surprised because I don't like those kind of movies.
I was gonna say, what
What
made you decide to
nobody.
go see it?
It was date night. That's all I got to say.
He said that while breathing heavily.
Yeah, he did.
Heavy sigh.
But it turned out to be a good movie. What was so funny about it was I'm sitting there eating a thing of nachos, watching Brandon Fraser eat himself to death, and it just throws you off. We'll talk about it Saturday because you know who I
Okay.
went with. Yeah.
Your
So
wife.
we'll yeah, but who date night. So it was
Oh, Mike and Pam went to.
yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Mike
All
picked
right.
the movie.
Well,
It wasn't me.
Mike picked it. Discussion for another time. Uncle Rod, what you got for us on the way out?
Damn. Okay, I don't know any of these people. I'm just listening.
Right. Now, this is
You
this is
know
stop
Mike?
being a
No,
TV show, and
no,
it's
no.
just us talking.
You met Mike. You met Mike.
Did
Mike
I?
came to
Mike
the
and
Oh,
Nerd
okay.
Con.
women.
Mike came to
Oh,
Nerd
okay.
Con.
Oh,
Yeah,
got you. Okay, yeah, my man,
yeah.
I got you. What do I have coming out? Shout out to um all of the recent graduates of Palm Beach State College, including my goddaughter Jay. Congrats.
Ah,
Get your ass to
congratulations,
Tallahassee.
goddaughter. Oh, damn. Okay.
She knows how I feel about attending FAMU. So
Okay. Well, all right. Well, thank you for that special cameo from Auntie Nicole today, Uncle DJ. We're gonna get you back in here eventually. But for Uncle Percy, Uncle Rod, super producer Mel, Uncle Roy, and me, Uncle John, thank you for joining us this evening. We will see you next week. Night night. Peace and blessings.